All right, awesome. So let me get to the playlist. Today we are doing lipstick cycling 22X. 22X. And you can go ahead and hit the first song right now. It's called Weird Tank. And let me see if I can get it in my ear here. There we go. All right, so we got the first song going. Let's ride. All right. We gotta crack that seal. It's kind of like glow strands that you get at a party. When you crack them, they light up, right? So right now we're just cracking those glow strands. Get the body to start lighting up. We'll spend 5 minutes here, and then we'll head into the warm-up. And the main set today is threshold. We're gonna go back to that zone 4 as we do every Friday. We're actually doing 20 minutes at threshold, but we're doing it as 2 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, and then 10 minutes solid. That should help you for next Friday when we do 20 without a break. And I feel like, you know, most of us can't really measure our fitness right now. And I feel bad because I know that you guys are improving. So we can take the heart rate today. It's the best we can do here because we're not really working with a power meter. Not everybody has a heart rate monitor on. Olive has hers on, but the rest of us will have to just take it and kind of see where it's at. And when you get tested for your fitness and you see that, oh my gosh, last month was worse, like this month is so much better than last month, that is motivating, really, really motivating. If you never really see your results and you never feel like you're getting stronger, faster, better, it's really hard to continue to show up all the time, right? You want to know that something's happening, but I guarantee you it is. That's just a fact. All right, so 80s RPM right now. Nice and easy. Looking for zone 2. You might still be in zone 1. Zone 1 is like barely noticeable effort. It's active recovery effort. So get a little higher than that, but take your time getting up there. Get to zone 2. Every once in a while, you want to take a nice deep breath. Feel the rib cage expand and contract. When you exhale is when your heart rate goes down. So the exhale is the relaxation part of the breath, right? When you exhale is when the shoulders go down. It's kind of when you relax. So, you know, use that as a tool for yourself. Anytime you're in an interval that's real strong, you know, take a breath and focus on the exhale. So the warm-up, what is it? We're gonna do a minute, 30 seconds. A minute, 30 seconds, a minute, 30 seconds. All 6 of those intervals are separated by recoveries that equal the interval. First time we go through it, not so hard. Second time, a little harder. Third time, again, leveling up. Just make sure my volume is up. This song is weird. The first song always has to be really no lyrics. Otherwise, I'm competing with it. I guess these are lyrics. I don't know what that's going on there. All right, so if you need a quick sip of water, or you need a deep breath, or you just need to sit up for a second and like open your chest, lift your arms, like think about what you want to do before we get into this warm up. Anything goes. Yeah, you'll feel it. Shoulder rolls, neck. And we're gonna head into the first interval. So this is 1 minute, 30 seconds seated, 30 out. We're climbing, RPM in the 70s. Go ahead and hit the next song. It's called Sanctify. Go ahead and hit that. Seated in the 70s, 3, 2, 1. All right, so you added a gear, right? Slow the legs down. Now we're heading up a little bit. So kind of like the higher end of zone 2. Think about if you're going to add a gear or not before you stand up. In 3, 2, 1. Just let the body warm up. You have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1 minute rest. Take the resistance off and bring your heart rate down to that low zone 2. We have a whole minute here to ride it down. "30 seconds, and then you're gonna give me 30 seconds of speed in the saddle. So RPM is gonna be about 100. You can give or take on that. And spike your heart rate up a little bit. So think of zone 3, yeah? We're gonna go in 10 seconds. You might need to gear it up a little bit, you might not. 3, 2, 1. All right, go for it. Speed in the legs. I'm at about 100 RPM. 15 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, and slow down. All right. We're gonna go back to that 1 minute interval. It's the same. Seated in the 70s and then up in the 70s. Heart rate is probably still up a little bit, but we're gonna go anyway. We're going in 3, 2, 1. 70s seated. We're climbing and we're pushing the heart rate back up. So high zone 2, maybe low zone 3. Think about whether or not you're gonna add a gear before you get up. 70s is out of the saddle, okay? 3, 2, 1. So try not to slow down. 20 seconds. 10. 3, 2, done. Take the weight off. Now you have a minute, and then we have that 30 seconds of speed, right? You know what to expect. Whew. Erasure. Oh boy, this brings me back. Like college. Anytime you want to adjust the resistance, like that started to get too easy, so I just popped one more gear on. All right, 30 seconds of about 100 RPM. Get ready. 3, 2, 100, go. I'm going at about 105 this time. I want to go a little faster. Try to get to high zone 3 now. Ten seconds. 3, 2, done. Lighten up, slow down. All right, so we did 2 rounds. We have 1 more round, same thing, but this time harder. So on that minute climb, let's go right to zone 3, all right? So not zone 2, not comfortable, a little uncomfortable is where you wanna be, a little uncomfortable. 3, 2, 1. 70s in the saddle. Now you know you're gonna come up out of the saddle halfway through. If you need a gear, add it. Let's come on up. Stay in the 70s if you can, and you can always stay seated. It's always an option. Are you in zone 3? Are you a little uncomfortable? You have 8 seconds. 3, 2, done. All right, take a minute rest. So next up, we have that 30 seconds of speed. And what I want you to do is try to go as hard as you can. So you can either hit zone 4 and just feel it, because that's your zone for today, or you can pass it so that later when we go back to it, it feels easier than this 30-second thing that's coming up. I cannot get my hair to work today. Oh. I'm gonna cut it all off. I'm thinking about it. All right, get ready, y'all. 100 RPM, gear it up if you need to. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. I'm gonna try to go 110 now. And I'm gonna go above zone 4. Very uncomfortable. 10, 9, 8. Done. All right. Please hit the next song. 58 beats per minute. Go ahead and hit that and just relax. We have 3 minutes. Whew. I love this song. I've loved it for a long time. You ever have songs that like, once you find them, you just keep them for years and years? I found this one on my first ever Tinder date in Mallorca. He played it on our date. So I was like, oh my goodness, this is like chill. Okay, so since we do have time in between the intervals, because we're gonna go 2 minutes on and 2 minutes off with this threshold work. So longer break. I want you to work strong and hard, and I want you to feel ready every time we go back to it. We're gonna go back to it 5 times. 5 times 2 minutes with 2 minutes rest. And during the breaks, I'll just chat with you guys about the habits of elite lifestyle people, because I need something to talk about. And I'll start by saying that people who strive to lead an elite lifestyle, first of all, elite lifestyle is whatever that means to you. It may not mean money, you know, at all. Maybe it means money, maybe it means something else, love, you know, nature, following your bliss, whatever elite lifestyle means to you. But the first thing I'll tell you is that people who lead this type of lifestyle literally seek to discover it. So you look for it. You literally look for it. Where is it? I want it. And then you create it for yourself. You have to start with that. It's kind of like an Alcoholics Anonymous, you know, when they get up and they're like, you know, my name is Laura and I'm an alcoholic. Yeah, you have to be like, my name is Jada and I want an elite lifestyle. All right, our break is almost over. So we're gonna go for the first 2 minutes. It is seated 90s RPM. That's it. Seated 90s RPM. And you're gonna try to find zone 4. Now, I'm gonna just say this because it's important. Don't go so hard. This is not something that after 2 minutes, you literally have to stop. That's way too hard. Zone 4 is something that you are, you're very heavy breathing, but you can hang out there for 20 minutes, right? Very hard, not willing to speak at all, but you're fit so you can hang on to it for 20 minutes. I knew it was Allie. Here she comes. All right. So let's do the first one. You're gonna reach down and hit the next song. It's called If You Could Read My Mind. Go ahead and hit that. And you're gonna find 90s RPM in the saddle, 2 minute interval, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it, ladies. This is your first zone 4. Now, while you're here, is there anything you can relax that is not involved with the pedal stroke? This exact effort you have right now, I want you to have it for every single interval after this. Don't give me crappy training. Crappy training is you're all over the place, or you start too hard and then you start to suck. No. Whatever effort you can hold today, this is it. You have 1 minute to go, and then 2 minutes rest. Long recoveries. "45 seconds. Whatever's not involved, relax it. Your mind, your face, your shoulders, your toes. 30 seconds. Eight, 7, 3, 2, woo, you're done. Take a 2-minute rest. So listen, I just want you to check in real quick. You could have kept going, right? That wasn't like a 2-minute all out. It's not what we're looking for today. We're just visiting zone 4 and pulling back. Visit it, pull back. So you could have stayed there. You have 90 seconds. This is where you take some water, wipe the sweat. Next one is a hill. All right, so one of the first tips about leading an elite lifestyle is you compete against yourself. So I remember reading this book, this professional triathlete wrote this book about how he was such an ass. He used to walk into like where everyone was getting ready, setting up their transitions before the triathlon started. And he used to walk in there, and he's a pro. He's competing in the pro division with all the pros. And they put all the pros on the same bike racks, so they're together. And he would walk in and be like, you're going down, this is my day, I'm on the podium, blah, blah. This was his way of psyching himself up, right? And everybody hated him. So I'm not telling you to be competitive with other people. Be competitive with yourself, right? So you hit a goal, you know, that's time maybe to choose another goal. Look for things that you can improve upon. So compete with yourself. Get smarter, get faster, get stronger, get more polite, get more kind to yourself. Get more. That's the basic lesson in that one. All right, y'all, let's do it. We're gonna start with a seated climb. Now we're going down to the 60s. In 3, 2, 1. Seated 60s. Back to zone 2. Every 20, we change position, but you can stay seated. And up. Allie, you can take 4 minutes right now to get warmed up. You have 4 minutes. Do you feel zone 4? Do you know how to identify it without looking at the heart rate? And have a seat. Continue to climb. Same effort. You should have mastered that by now after all this time. Seated climb, standing climb, same heart rate. And up. 1 minute in, 1 to go. And have a seat. Allie, you've got about 2.5 minutes to the next interval, so relax. We're gonna finish this out of the saddle. Ready, and up. Ten seconds, we're taking a break. Three, 2, done. Whew. Take a break. 2 minutes rest. So, 2 down, 3 to go. At the end of that hill, you could have kept going, right? Right, because it ain't a 2-minute all out. All right, when you're ready, get to 80s RPM, right? That's our in between the intervals pace. You have 90 seconds. Tip number 2 is when I was doing the strength training the other day, one of the women asked, how do you get comfortable being by yourself? And I'm not sure she meant she's single and she doesn't like being single. She needs to be in a relationship. I'm not sure she meant that. Maybe she did, but maybe she just meant, you know, I'm in a happy marriage, but I never just take time for me, having nothing to do with anyone else. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, y'all. If you don't do it, you've got a crack in the foundation. You have to have things that you are just like so looking forward to doing alone. It could be a book. It could be sitting under a tree and looking at birds. It can be going for a run. It can be a bubble bath. It can be a swim in the sea. It can be, you know what? I'm gonna walk down to the water's edge and check out the sunset tonight by myself. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but solo time. We need it. All right. So here we go. Back to the flat. 90s in the saddle. Nothing changes for 2 minutes. On your mark, get set, and go. Right back to zone 4. So now we have 3 of these left. 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. And then a big break coming. So Allie, you can take your time getting to zone 4 because round 2 is 10 minutes solid in zone 4. So you can wait for that if you want to. Oh, I'm going too fast. I'm at 106. I just added a gear to fix that. Think about what you like doing alone. It's impossible to come together with others when you're not whole, when all of your happiness doesn't exist in here. So we're 1 minute in, we got 1 to go, but I'm checking in, I'm saying to myself, well, I could keep going after this minute is over, right? I'm not looking to max out. "40 seconds, relaxed, whatever you don't need to engage right now. 30 seconds. 20. Check your RPM. If it's slowing down, you're probably working too heavy. 10. 3, 2, done. You have 2 minutes. Whew. Once you get your heart rate down a little bit, you can take some water, wipe the sweat, and then find the 80s and hang out in that happy place. So tip number 3 is to remember that the obstacle is the way. So if you see 3 roads in front of you and one of them has a big obstacle, something you've never done, and then one is like smooth sailing and it has little lemonade stands along the way. And then one is like half the distance of the other 2. So it's short. Which one should you take? Yeah, the one with the giant obstacle. The obstacle is the way. This is why when I had my triathlon team training like, 10 races a year, everyone wanted to do the marathon. People didn't want to do the 5K because it felt too easy mentally. So they want to do the marathon. So do the marathon in life. It doesn't have to be an actual marathon. Just whatever it is. Do the obstacle, do the hard way. Jobs that are really fun, like go around the world and sample ice cream in every country. This job doesn't pay very well because it's easy and it's fun and everybody wants to do it. All right, y'all, here's what's coming. Freedom Hill, 2 minutes of climbing. You choose the RPM, you choose in or out of the saddle. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. 2-minute climb, and I'm gonna just let you do it on your own. Get to zone 4 though. "90 seconds. You can stand and sit as you please. One minute to go. We're not maxing out. "40 seconds. "20 seconds. Vamos, chicas. 8, 7, 6. Done. All right, pull the plug. 2-minute rest. And then we just have one more of those. Catch your breath. Drink water if you need it. And 80s RPM, easy. We're gonna go again in 90 seconds. And this is gonna be that 95 RPM flat, but in the saddle, 25 up for 5. And you do 4 of them. So it has 4 out of the saddle runs, but only 5 seconds. So we're talking 8 pedal strokes. Your last tip is to make sure you have fun in life, right? Elite lifestyles have a lot of fun, I hope. At least that's high on my list. So I hope you do already. And you're like, yeah, Laura, I do that, I got this. But if you're like, yeah, I remember when I was younger, me and my friends, we would go out, we would have fun, we would have sleepovers, we would go have drinks, we'd go to a club and dance, we'd go down to the Jersey Shore for the weekend. Like, do you still have this type of behavior in your life? I hope so. Whatever it molds into at this age and stage of your life, but you gotta have fun. You gotta laugh, you gotta dance, you gotta sing. I sometimes tell people, what would you do if you were walking around life constantly tipsy? Not drunk, just tipsy. You know how when you're tipsy, you do whatever you want? You get on the speaker and dance. Imagine you walking around life tipsy. All right, y'all, let's get it over with. Come on. Gear it up, we're going to the 90s. In the saddle. 3, 2, 1. This is your last one. 2 minutes of threshold. It's the only effort we're doing now. That's it, zone 4, or you're taking a break. Remember the 5 seconds out of the saddle, or just speed it up seated. 3, 2, 1. Done. Go back to work. It's real quick. Yeah, your heart rate might have spiked. Don't worry about it. Get ready. 3, 2, speed up or get up. Done. 1 minute to your break. We have 2 more of those called jumps. 2 more jumps. 3, 2, 1. Faster or up. Done. Get back down. Get back in it. This is it. 1 more jump and we take a break. We're going in 10. 3, 2, jump. You're done. Woo. Please hit 58 BPM. The next song. Oh my God. 5 minutes now. 5 minutes here, and then a 10-minute threshold effort, and we're at the finish line. So in 15, we're done. I don't know if y'all know, I kind of learned this when I first came to Mallorca. The song before this was Sebastian Ingrosso from Swedish House Mafia. So I don't know if you know that his father owns a couple of restaurants in Mallorca. Not his father, sorry, his uncle owns a few restaurants, La Perla, the Italian restaurant. I met him the first time I came to Mallorca, the uncle, and I spent the next 5 or 6 birthdays in his restaurants. I was always in Mallorca for my birthday and always at his restaurants. The Italian food is amazing, really, really good. Okay, breathe. So you got to start preparing yourself for what's coming. You know you've got 10 minutes of threshold. This is a challenge. We're going to take the heart rate 2 to 3 times while we're in it. So if you don't know how to take your heart rate, you know, I usually do 2 fingers right here. You can do it now, just a test to make sure you can find your pulse. We still have 3 minutes left to the recovery because we want to be really ready. So the structure of this 10-minute effort is those 2-minute efforts smashed together. So you have 2 minutes in the 90s, 2 minutes climbing in and out of the saddle, 2 minutes in the 90s, 2 minutes climbing rider's choice, and then 2 minutes in the 90s with 4 jumps. Just the same thing you just did, but no breaks. Woo, My heart rate's not quite down yet, but I feel good. We're 3 minutes in with 2 to go. I'm gonna add a gear because I feel a lot of momentum on my pedal stroke. You do what you want. Oh my God, I don't know why. I was just thinking about all the people in cycling classes. Allie can appreciate this because she's a cycling instructor too, who just do their own thing. You know, like the difference with this is we can't really converse the whole time. In a class, I kind of can. I can walk around, I can talk to people, I can check them out, I can see them better. But oh my God, the amount of people who would just do their own thing. I remember one guy came in, had his headset on, jamming to his own music. I'm like, I went over to him, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, I don't like your music. What do you say to that? I'm like, well, you can't do that. You can't come in here and so he takes one out and he leaves the other one in. And I was just like, oh my God, whatever. I had another guy who never would sit down, always up, no matter what, on the breaks, on the intervals, 45 minutes of this. And I couldn't take it anymore. He would hide in the back. So granted, I didn't want to bother him, but after a while I went over and I was like, dude, what are you doing? Why don't you sit down? And he's like, I have testicular, and I was like, okay, whatever you're about to finish that sentence with, good on you, do what you gotta do, stay out of the saddle. Allie and I could probably write a book, yeah, on the comments. 2 people in my front row doing push-ups on the bike, in the warm-up, I go over them, I'm like, you can't do that. I love telling people what they can't do. Why can't we do that? I said, because it's dumb. That's why. I probably shouldn't have said that. They never came back. All right, you ready? Woo, it's been 5 minutes. If your song has not changed, go ahead and hit there, but for the grace of God. Woo, you ready? 10-minute challenge, ladies, take it on. Find 90s in the saddle, gear it up. We're going in 3, 2, 1. First 2 minutes right here. You can be anywhere 90 to 99. Now, ask yourself, can I stay in this heart rate for 10 minutes? If not, it's too hard. I need you to go steady on that heartbeat line. I mean, not dead. Heartbeat, heartbeat, but steady. All right, y'all, we're gonna take the heart rate. Yeah? Want you to get ready. We're gonna start counting in 10 seconds, and we're gonna count for 20. Find it. Keep riding, don't slow down. 3, 2, go. Done. Keep riding. I got 45. You want to times that by 3. All right, here's your first hill. Reach down, stay seated. 60s, climbing. Now, you can match the rhythm of the song. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can stay seated or ready, set, up. 20. 3, 2, have a seat. 20. And up. Are you still in threshold? Come on, y'all, 7 minutes and we're at the finish line. 3, 2, have a seat. Take a breath. Remember the exhale relaxes you. 3, 2, up. Now, this is gonna take us to the top. 90s in the saddle is coming. Get ready to transition in 3, 2, 1. Have a seat, lighter, faster. 90s. Zone 4, don't you leave it. 2 minutes right here. And in 1 minute, we take the heart rate. Do you need another gear? Do you need one less? Are you good? All right, here comes the count. Find the heart rate. You got 10 seconds. Now don't slow down because you got to keep the heart rate up. We're counting in 3, 2, go. Done. I got 50 that time. Heart rate went up. So I'm gonna try now. I got 45, then I got 50. I'm gonna try to stay in between that now. All right, in 10 seconds, we climb. And this is your freedom climb. So I'm not gonna talk to you, and you do whatever you want, but uphill. 3, 2, go for it. I'll just keep track of time. 4 minutes to the finish. Don't drift in your thoughts. Where's your heart rate? We're done in 3 minutes. In 30 seconds, we're at the top of the hill. Get in the ring. think about nothing but focus on this. Ten seconds to the top. We're gonna get on a flat and we're gonna take the heart rate. 3, 2, 1. Get on the flat, find 90s. Find it. Keep your heart rate right where it is. 10 seconds, we're gonna start counting. Find your heart rate. 3, 2, go. Done. I got 47, so I'm on target. All right, remember those 4 jumps? They're gonna come quickly. We got about a minute to go. Get ready. Either you speed up in the saddle or you get up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. 3 more coming your way. On your mark, get set, go. Done. 2 more. Ready, set, go. Done. 1 more and that's the finish. Ready, set, go to the finish. Come on. Done. Game over. So you can hit the last song. It's called Girl. Done, ladies, you did it. Beautiful. So you keep pedaling and get your heart rate down just 1 more minute. And I will tell you 2 things. 1 is to remember what people who seek to live an elite lifestyle do. They seek what they consider to be an elite lifestyle. I think Mallorca is how I did that. One of the ways. So compete against yourself. Always want more. Solo time. What are you gonna do alone, in your own head? The obstacle is the way. Choose the marathon. Have fun. Dance, sing, smile, laugh. All right, second thing I'm gonna leave you with is that everybody on this call is coming this Sunday, so that's cool. Woohoo! Awesome, we're gonna be out on my terrace. I'm so excited to set it up like a little harem out there, and we'll do our dance class, we'll have our food, we'll have our mocktails and our cocktails, and I'm really excited to see you all. So, whew, all right, have a beautiful weekend. Until then, mwah, besos. Bye, ladies.